résistant, but I ride on my core. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I'm here to ride on that Oscar train because allegedly, interestingly enough, what won Best Picture at the Oscars was One Battle After Another. And I saw an article, in many articles, that echoed the same sentiment that allegedly this is Teyana Taylor's leading lady era. Now, I did some research to figure out how true is that fact. So here's what I found out a little bit about Teyana Taylor and her acting history. Well, first and foremost, her most known role is for 1001, which I haven't seen, but I do remember that was like her first breakout role. However, One Battle After Another is what she started getting awards for. Not to mention, she's been on this flow already with All's Affair and Straw. So they're just, they're trying to portray her in a particular light, let's say. But however, on January 11th, and I have a video of it, on January 11th, she had gotten her first award, her first Golden Globe Award, first nomination and first time getting it. And it was for the supporting actress. So I will just put that video up here when she first won that before I get on to the Oscars. Just looking, here we go.
Teyana Taylor.
Teyana Taylor winning. What a year for Teyana Taylor, winning her first Golden Globe.
She said that she hopes to meet Julia Roberts.
Look at Teyana Taylor's reaction when she had gotten that Golden Globe. And now here is her acceptance speech that follows up and echoes that same sentiment that we saw, and how this is her leading lady era. I'm just painting a picture for you guys before we fully get there.
Oh my God, wait, see my party in the back. Oh my God, I almost didn't even write a speech because I didn't think I would get this. Oh, my babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me right now. Oh my God. First, Father God, in the name of Jesus, I thank you and I praise you for every part of this faith walk, every lesson, every test, and every blessing. Thank you to the Golden Globe voters for seeing me and reminding me that purpose always finds this moment. To my mommy and my daddy, it's up for y'all anytime. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here with me tonight. To my tribe, oh my God, my grounding force, my joy, my daily reminder that love is an action, not just a word. And everything I do is rooted in that truth. To Paul, let him cook, Thomas Anderson. Thank you for your vision, your trust, and your brilliance. My gratitude is endless. I love you. We love you. And thank you so much for holding space for me and our entire cast. Leo, Sean, Benicio, Chase, Regina, everybody, the crew, every single person who has touched this project. None of this is taken lightly, and none of this is taken heavy. Pam, Mike, Warner Brothers, Sarah, Cassandra, Natina, Lee, WME. This whole journey would not exist without you and your support. I love you and I thank you so much. And last but most importantly, to my brown sisters and little brown girls watching tonight, our softness is not a liability. Our depth is not too much. Our light does not need permission to shine. We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter and our dreams deserve space. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yes, Teyana, speak it, preach it. So then at the BAFTA Awards, which was the British Awards, on February 28th, she was also nominated and won an award for supporting actress, leading supporting actress. But, however, on Oscars night, which was March 9th, you see how we get in this roll out, how she's just getting award after award. So this acceptance speech is still the sentiment that we're seeing play out. She's very grateful. She's very thankful for this opportunity that her acting career has gotten. Like, first off, we know Teyana Taylor to be the amazing, fashionable, avant-garde, maybe like out of the box kind of like individual. So because of that, that's what that kind of brand has gotten her to this position where she is in acting. I mean, not only that she has a solid or is forming a solid acting role. No, she's a pretty solid actor, but no, she's just building up her acting roles. And so because of that, building up strength in acting and getting awards, obviously, it's just showing that her hard work is paying off for everything that she has been working for from the beginning till very now. But hey, let's just show what happened at the Oscars, because allegedly, this would be great, this would be amazing, right? But apparently Teyana is actually getting some backlash because of how she was behaving at the Oscars. And yes, they are trying to give her this angry black woman title. Now, how are we going to build Teyana Taylor up and then try to break her down? But hey, you know what? That's just the media for you. Like they said, when you're the leading lady and you're like this powerhouse of a black woman, they're just going to try to tear you down. That's just how it is. But hey, let's look at how she was enjoying herself at the Oscars next to the Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, so let's just think of where she is. Okay, as you can see, they're accepting Best Picture award, and they were just like, yo, Teyana Taylor put the director in a headlock. Okay, she was just really excited. She was really happy. She was really giddy. So it just happens. And then, she just goes on stage and she's the one that accepts the award first. She's like going ahead of him. They're just like, yo, chill. You didn't make this movie. This is the director. Why are you trying to outperform or outshine the director? And then at the end of the night, this is what had happened. Sorry.
You're a man putting your hands on a female.
Go backstage. Put over a little bit.
Because he's putting his hands on a female. What are you doing?
Someone insecure.
So then you got to ask yourself, when they're building you up to be a particular image in the media, and then somebody thinks that they can disrespect you because you're a woman and you're this beautiful symbol, I'll say. Somebody just feels that they can grab up on you, grope on you, touch you like that, like you're an object. So because of that, she had to put some respect on Teyana Taylor. So because of that, she had to bring out that feminism card and say, hey, you're a man trying to touch a woman inappropriately, and I'm going to call you out. So there's another instance on Oscars night where they're just like, look at Teyana Taylor making a whole big deal because somebody touched her. Look at her being so angry. So because of that, that's what they're trying to do with Teyana Taylor. But outside of all that and the drama that had happened, I'm sorry that had to happen on Oscars night, but hey, congratulations to one battle after another and Teyana Taylor with all the accolades that she is getting. And I want to find out, how is she feeling being on a high for her career, let's say. I hope that wasn't like disrespectful. In her acting career, how does she feel to be on a high in her acting career? There we go. Eep. Okay. Cards just want to fall out. We'll just do it like this. The Page of Wands. The Three of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. The King of Wands. Okay. Oh, and the Knight of Cups. Mm. Mm. Oh my. I'm just gonna have to pull some other cards, just some outside influences, just to get a better picture of this. Because outside of her foundation, every card here is a person card, and I was like, there's a lot of people going on in Teyana Taylor's life. Now, this is a lot of people that you saw in her acceptance speech where she's thanking them, and they're like those people that are making a lot of strides and moves behind the scenes to get Teyana Taylor to where she is today. Like she says, she wants to thank them all. They like the movers and the shakers behind the scenes. So let's just figure out what the outside influences are for Teyana Taylor during this leading lady era. Ooh, the Sun. I like that. The Hierophant, the Emperor. Oh my. The Six of Pentacles. I started getting nervous too. There was a whole lot of major arcana cards. So, first and foremost, her reading is very strong. What I see here at this present moment is that Teyana Taylor feels like the Page of Wands. Like she's new at the craft. Like this is just the very beginning. She's just getting her feet in the water and she's already getting recognized and getting accolades and making strides in her acting career. And that is something that she is cherishing. Like the Page of Pentacles shows from the past, but moving forward, she works hard. She's very dedicated to her craft, but she's always feeling as though she's always ever evolving and never fully reaching the quite pinnacle. So because of that, it's like, yeah, I'm this high fashionista. What's the next thing to do? Yeah, I'm this amazing dancer. Okay, what's the next thing to do? Okay, I'm a singer. What's the next thing I could do? So it's always like, what can Teyana Taylor not do in a sense, you know? So because of that, it leads her to this Page of Wands where her drive and her passion and her energy is still feeling, especially with this awards, it's starting to feel like it's paying off, but also like it's something that she should be rejoicing in and celebrating, because fire is all about expression. It's all about energy and expression and energy over the pentacles, which is the hard work, which is the dedication. Like I see here at the very foundation, she has a Hierophant or very contractual or traditional mindset when it comes to who she has. A solid foundation within herself, and by having a solid foundation within herself, she knows how she wants to maneuver in the physical reality, if that makes sense. So by knowing who she is and what she wants and who she wants to represent and portray herself as, moving forward into every new adventure and endeavor that she moves forward into, she moves into it with a sort of childlike friend love, like the Sun. Passionate, very full, expressive. She does everything with love. She doesn't accept any project that she wouldn't want to do. So because of that, she's crafting and also, you know, taking opportunities that, you know, come their way, but crafting her image and, you know, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So moving forward, what I also see down here in her foundation is this Three of Wands. Weirdly enough, I was thinking of contracts, looking at the contracts of what's opening up to her in the doors. Like now that she has won these awards, now that she's getting accolades for being best supporting actress, even though she's had an entire movie/series, 1001, where she was the main character. And even though she didn't get attention for that, now she's getting attention for being a supporting lady. So she's just one step away from getting an award for being best actor. So you just got to think about it. She's like, okay, like I said, it's always that next thing. It's like, okay, what can I do now to get that next even bigger award? What can I do to even get that Grammy? She's like, I got a Grammy by proxy through Best Picture, but how can I, Teyana Taylor, get an award as a Grammy winner? So because of that, and have Grammy under my name. So because of that, you know, actors are always thinking about that, and that's exactly where this King of Wands energy is coming in. Like I said, even though she's feeling like the Page of Wands, like it's celebratory, like it's a time to that her passion and her work and the energy that she puts into acting is starting to get recognized. She's thinking like a king or even like an emperor, looking long term and not looking short term, trying to think bigger picture, like the sun, looking at it as a whole and not looking at it on a small level. So because of that, that's why she's always like a visionary. Maybe that's what helps her be so avant-garde or different or outside the box. Things that make her purposefully stand out. The things that we talk about Teyana Taylor are like her signature, is like becoming her signature. So she's branding herself. So everything she does has like a purpose, in a long-term purpose. She's like, okay, I got this image. They know how can I blend the two, like the acting and who I am as an individual. So because of that, she's always thinking of how to be authentically herself, like the King of Wands is. And what I see here is the Knight of Cups. Interestingly enough, now that she has received this award, she's emotional moving forward, but it's an emotional in the sense of, what is the next thing I can offer that could give me a, just not even just, yes, the award, but just what's the next thing I can offer? I'm in this leading lady era. So like the Queen of Cups, not the Queen of Cups, like the Knight of Cups. Let me take this award, this title that I've been given, and walk with it with some dignity and respect, like the Emperor, which would be very fitting for her type of energy. She's very masculine, strong, proactive, aggressive, but not aggressive in the sense of an angry black woman, but aggressive as in the sense of getting things done in a masculine way instead of a feminine way. So because of that, that could be off-putting both in the industry, because strong women like that can sometimes be intimidating, but it's also the intimidation that is alluring. So it's like her whole energy, her aura, her whole vibe is what attracts these opportunities. Like the Emperor sings out the Knight. And the Knight does what the Emperor wants. So it's like this message. So it's like clear communication within herself and who she's trying to. It's not like who Teyana Taylor is behind the scenes versus who she's portraying on the scenes, or two different people and there's a disconnect and there's a dissonance. No, they're like one and the same. So because of that, there are avenues that she's exploring of herself and willing to explore of herself and willing to portray and be seen by that, knowing the kind of commentary and the behavior that will follow it. So she is willingly walking in the path, not blindly. So I see here at the foundation is the Six of Pentacles. Is that it's not taking the opportunities as they come, but also the Six of Pentacles is finding that balance. And it's trying to find the balance when the industry treats you unfair, because you also got to think, once the industry could try to pigeonhole you and put you into a particular category, especially when you can portray those roles so nicely. It's like, well, if you do this so good, why do anything else? Yeah, and even though it's like, you also have to think about it too, the fact that her character wasn't even in the movie entirely, like literally entirely. It was maybe like, it's just like she died off or like disappeared, but like still she was still there, still talked about, the daughter lived on through the daughter even became a mini her. So because of that, it's like Teyana lived on and Teyana didn't even need to be there. See, that's a strong feminine presence for you. She don't even need to be on the screen and you can feel Teyana Taylor. And that's the exact aura and energy she produces in reality. So because of that, it's like when you're so good at those roles, why try to put you in, why try to expand and explore? So because of that, she's I don't want to say taking it as an opportunity, but taking it as an opportunity, but not trying to get stuck in this position. Like I said, she's always willing She's always thinking about elevating and never being content, stuck where she is. So this is like a stepping stone. This is something where, it's a little shindig, something that she's doing to get where she needs to go, but it's not like this is all that Teyana Taylor wants her legacy to be. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards to see how she is overall feeling receiving all these awards and accolades. Well, the first card that came out was the big ego, but let's just see how this plays out, because having a big ego sometimes isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes you need your ego inflated a little bit. Like you saw, she was a big ego, humbly in tears, crying, thinking, I would have never gotten this. I didn't even want to write an acceptance speech. Teyana Taylor, would have never thought I would be even offered a Golden Globe. So the fact that she did is just like, it's like, oh my God, Teyana Taylor. So because of that, it's like, yeah, a big ego, but a big ego with some humbleness, not cockiness like some people out here. It's in it. So good vibes. We have good vibes right here. So even though she, like I said, even though she has this big ego, it's all in good vibes. It's all in good intentions. Even though she might have put the director in a headlock, it was all in good vibes, and it was all in lightheartedness. It was all out of just feeling the moments, energy getting to her head, big ego kind of thing, but not in that sense, just caught up in the excitement of she's finally getting these awards, and she really wasn't and she wasn't even the leading actor. That's the crazy part. And then we have a family room. Sort of relaxation, which is very interesting when I was talking about how she's so much of a go-getter. But what I see here when it comes to the fact that she's getting all these awards, it's since it relaxes her nerves. It relaxes her nerves in the sense of, is she a good actor? Is she acting in vain and nobody's going to take her seriously as an actor in this industry? And she's seeing that it is actually quite the opposite, like the 6 of Pentacles. And that's why she has to, if you touch me the wrong way, I got to put you straight because I have to represent a standard. So it's like that relaxation of, oh, I am recognized. People do know my name and who Teyana Taylor is. So going back to that big circle again of that big ego, but it's all in the sense of good vibes, of loving the fact that she's getting recognition after all this work that she has put into it, and has been feeling like she was working and never getting to the status that she was trying to attain. And sometimes you gotta do some things just to get some places. But, she doesn't care, though. She, like I said, who she is on screen, who she is off screen, and who we see her in award shows are all aligned to the same type of individual as who she is. That's just what it's like when you're Teyana Taylor and you're a strong woman, period. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Teyana Taylor. I sure did. Making strides, being a trailblazer, and finally feeling confident within herself. That's the way I'm going to put it. Now she has the confidence that Teyana is truly worth it. She knew she was worth it, but now she finally feels like she's worth it, and that she's not asking for too much, or that she's dreaming big and trying to attain something that's greater than herself. She now knows that it's in her vicinity, that she can get there, and she just got to work harder as a Black woman does. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure do. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please hit thank you and become a beautiful sunflower and spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all over the beautiful earth, just like Teyana Taylor is, with her good vibes, her good energy, and good things happen when you're open to receive them, like Teyana Taylor was. So with that being said, please leave your comments down below. How do you feel about Teyana Taylor? Do you like about what's going on with the Oscars and how they're trying to paint her in a particular way? Or do you agree with it? And how do you feel about how she is acting during award season? So with that being said, leave all those comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. But before I leave, I just got to say one thing. Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And with that, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers.